Alright guys, we're going to show you how to check your actuator valve before you start making any bigger major repairs. So this is your turbo, and this is the turbine engine, and this piece right here, this little element, is what's called the actuator valve. They pretty much look very much alike nowadays on the Mercedes 2007, 2008, 2009 GL CDIs, and then also on the MLs. So here's how this element looks. On the back, basically, there's this little element that little arm that's going to actually move up or down, and this is how it's going to close the turbine or open the turbine, passing obviously more power through it. So, however, the two pieces that go bad on this are inside this little electrical motor. Inside there is another little piece, so you can see that online there are some kits that are being sold to replace just these three elements for about $56. However, though, what you want to check first is to make sure that this little piece right here, this is the electronics motherboard for that valve. You want to make sure that this piece is actually good. So what I'm going to show you right now is I'm going to show you two things. First, you can take just this piece out and do a test to ensure that continuity is present and there are no broken parts inside. And then if this is then not the problem, I'll show you how to remove just the actuator valve without removing your entire turbo, which is going to save you a ton of time. So let's start first with removing the cover of the actuator valve. So I'm going to move our actuator valve aside. So you right here have a plug, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there is another pin that's right underneath, which we can't really access. So to be safe with this one, I'm going to use my magnetic strip to make sure that I don't lose these pins, because if they kind of fall, it'll be a problem. As you can see, this one is a little loose, but this way, you know, I'm not going to lose it. So I'm going to drop them right here. And then the second one is going to be right here. Okay, let's try using both hands on this one. Okay, that one is out. Obviously, use the magnetic strip for the ones you feel like you can drop and don't have a good handle on. So particularly these two, like this one here on the bottom, I mean, if you're not removing a turbo, you probably want to make sure that you're not going to drop this one underneath. So use a magnetic strip, because if this thing falls down right in between the turbo and the other element right there, you're going to have a lot of trouble pulling it out. So let's make sure we got a magnetic strip to it, just like that. And here's the bracket, and there we go, I got it. So the same with this one. This one's a little more accessible probably. But still, be careful so you don't drop it. So here's my magnetic strip. Okay, good job on this one. So now let's pull the plug out. That one comes out very easy. You just have to make some room for it to actually disconnect it. You have a couple elements a little bit in the way. Let's make sure you can see how I do this. So I'm going to lift them up gently and then slip this off. Okay, so now, as you notice, we have the pins out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As I said, there is one pin on the bottom, so I'm going to pull the top, and knowingly, consciously, that there is a pin on the bottom, which already fell. So that's where this guy comes in place. Very handy. Here's my bottom pin. I just picked it up. Okay, so now we have all pins of, as you can see, I have a brand new actuator valve that I just recently replaced. However, right here is the second part that you want to do. Let's see, where's my continue to test.